God gonna do this for me, and then you don't put the work in. Faith without works is dead. You know, you got to put both in. But to have faith in a power that's higher than you, it brings you a lot of peace because you know I can only do so much, like you said. But then your mind that are maybe more skillful than you, skillful than different people, but they don't have that thing to lock in, that deep belief that I don't care what you say, this is what's gonna happen tonight, and then go out there and do it. That's the different. That's the separator. You feel me? That's the different stuff, and that's why you only got so many all-time greats. You only got so many greats, and then you got everybody else.
Yeah.
Cool.
After that fight, either the press conference or in the ring, did y'all have any exchanges? Did he say anything to you? Did you say anything to him?
No, he just was thanking me and telling me that it was an honor for him to share the ring with me and things like that. And I was just like, man, same. You know, like, I respect Canelo. You know, like, I've been a fan of Canelo since day one. So, like, to be able to share the ring with him, you know, it was dope, you know. And for him to give me the respect that I always gave him, you know, it was definitely dope, you know. It was dope.
I gained a lot more respect for him, the way he handled that, because he could have played, you know, he could have played look, I did it, I thought I did enough. That's all he had to say is, I thought I did enough. And that would have lit up his fan base, and there would have been a whole discussion about it. And he could have took that route, man. And I know dude is a competitor. He didn't get where he got to not being that. But the way he did that, man, bro, I really respect that about him, man.
He didn't make no
excuses. He didn't take nothing away from your mom.
No, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said, man. Like, it was dope. You know, you got some of the reporters, you know, trying to persuade what was going on in there, and he just kept it solid. Like, you know, they like, what was it? He like everything. He has everything. You know, and I was thinking, I was like, man, that's dope, because they still trying to take it away from me. You know, they still trying to put their narrative out there. But he like, nah, he got everything. He wanted to fight. You know, it just wasn't his night. You know, and I respect that, because, you know, he handled his loss like he did all his wins.
I respect it too, bro. What was the first thing Turkey said to you after the fight?
I don't even remember. I think it was like, good job, congratulations or something.
Put some more gloves on.
Yeah. Can you explain to the people, bro, because it's a whole lot of confusion online about why you gave them belts back. People really think you got them belts and you were supposed to keep them and you gave them back. Can you explain to people why you had to give some of them back?
Well, you know,
I peeled some skin off my thumb.
You know, so, of course.
I peeled some skin off my thumb just hitting the bag. Wish I had a little Band-Aid I could put on it. I can feel the sting right now. That's why I took the gloves off in the first place. Y'all can tell I'm under the weather. Yeah.
After the fight, we get the belts. We get to take pictures with the belts. But them his personal belts. I'm going to get my own personal belts. But we got to return the belts. So the respect that I have for him, just like I have for Spence, you know, just like I have for any other champ that I took their belts from, I personally wanted to give the belts back to Canelo. You know, that's a sign of respect. So, you know, I'm looking for him. I'm like, hey, you know, where Canelo at? They're like, oh, he in the press conference. They didn't want to let me in at first because they thought that we was trying to, you know what I mean, be on bullshit or whatever the case may be. So I like, hey, man, open the door, man. I'm trying to give him his belts back. Like, I can come by myself because, you know, I was with everybody and they was just like, all right, you know what I mean? We don't want y'all trying to come in here and bombard his press. I said, I'll wait, you know what I mean? Like, it's all respect, you know, and I just, you know, told him, thank you again, you know what I mean? This is like a sign of respect. I want to be the one to give you your belts back because, you know, you didn't have to fight me, and it's just, you know, a sign of respect.
That's one thing I've always respected about you, bro, is like, you know, you are a competitor, but when you win, you don't disrespect nobody. You don't try to, you know, drag nobody through the mud. Like the same thing with Spence. You know, all the talk that was had and all the stuff that was said, not just from him, but just fan bases. You could have easily did that, you know, and been like I told y'all. And you did do that, but it wasn't in a disrespectful way. And you probably could have celebrated more, and you didn't, bro. So I respect that about you know when to be a competitor and when to be a man. So I've done enough. Man, what's life been like for you? I know your phone blowing up since that win, bro.
Man, it's the same. My phone been blowing
It's the
up.
same?
It's the same, bro. Like, man, I live a chill, humble life.
Come on, bro.
Man, I'm
Still
telling
life is the same. I'm saying your personal life, but I'm saying you don't have more noise around you. Hey, can I get bug? Can I get bug? Can I get bug?
You can choose to raid the caravan, or you can choose to guard it. This is the game where slaying monsters are not the only way to grow stronger. Heck, it's not even the main way. Discover relics in the ruins. Loot treasures from the bandit camps. Learn skills by finishing quests. Profit from trading rooms. Build your own territory. Choose your own way to play. Just because you can.
My thumb's feeling a
Mint is
little.
still $15 a
My
month
thumb's
for
feeling a little
premium
better
plans. And if you
in
haven't
these
made the
gloves.
switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. One, it's $15 a month.
Well, they probably calling Julie now.
Julie get blood?
Yeah, Julie probably getting blood for me to do all kinds of interviews, but I'm chilling, man. Like, of course my phone been going crazy. Like, man, sorry all y'all fans, you know what I mean, that inbox me if I ain't got back with y'all.
It's
text
lit.
message.
Inbox lit.
Man, it's been crazy, you know what I mean? But I just been like, just focusing on my family, chilling, you know what I mean?
Been away.
Yeah, enjoying, you know what I mean, the downtime and things like that.
Man, bro, that's the best. That was the best feeling to me, bro. Better than the check, better than the win. When I've been gone from camp, and I go back to my house to be with my family, and then I be in my mind because I've been in camp so long. I'm like, damn, I gotta go. I ain't gotta go nowhere.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta get up. I'm home, and it take time to get that out.
Well, I
your-
do.
What you gotta do?
Soon as I got home, it's like, man, I gotta get up, take these kids. to
I'm talking about
school.
trading though.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gotta be at the gym.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta run the mountain. I ain't gotta spar the game.
Yeah,
Your brain still kind of turned on to that, and you gotta remind yourself like, nah, I'm good. I can do my regular life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you gonna get back in the daddy mode ASAP.
Yeah, hey, it's like soon as you get done, you know what I mean. She can't do all the kids.
Yeah.
It's my turn now.
She been on it down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got an extensive real estate portfolio,
yeah,
and maybe you didn't talk about this a lot coming up, but I thought that was an element, man. I wish you talked a lot more about because it speaks to who you are as a businessman and what you've done. How many properties you got? If you could talk saying,
man, I got a lot.
you got a lot, okay?
Hey, well, the thing is,
But you know you done already said it though.
I know.
Okay.
All right. The thing is, and in the words of all the PPC followers and fans, I'm a bad businessman. That's what they all used to say, bro. I should have just took the 70-30. I should have just took what Spence got me. I guess I'm a bad businessman. Just look at me now.
Yeah, you playing Monopoly too, bro. You got your own street, Terrenceburg, Crawford. That's in the North Omaha.
Okay.
You got a lot of houses on there, bro. You playing Monopoly in real life
I own 11 houses on that street.
on that street.
11.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Trying to buy them all.
trying to buy some more?
I'm trying to get them all, man. I'm trying to be the first that came up out the hood to say I own the hood.
You bought it back. You bought
You
your
know,
block.
not personally own it. How can I call this my neighborhood if I don't own a house?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, our people is, you know, delusional at times. You know, they claiming things that
This
they
is my
parents
block. Don't even own nothing. The white
You know,
man
they
own
read.
it.
But it's a beautiful thing that I'm blessed enough to be able to say I had a lot of great mentors, you know, to guide me and teach me the ropes and show me new things, and you know, me having the humbleness to listen, to be taught, to not think that I know it all, you know, and that's just how God has blessed me. Because, you know, when I started getting money, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Because we wasn't never taught financial literacy. Never was taught that in school. Our parents wasn't, you know what I mean, wealthy and things like that. So we gotta fend for ourselves. We gotta learn on the road. We gotta learn, you know, from the people that's making all the money. We gotta learn from those people that do what they do, you know. And I was blessed a long time ago to invest my money the right way and, you know, put it in the right, you know, portfolios and, you know, 401k, this is everything, you know, trust funds, all that stuff, you know. So, yeah, I can just say I'm blessed.
You breaking generational curses.
For sure.
You know, it's powerful. I don't like being on Messenger board and bringing up no rumor, but it's a little rumor out there that you might be. I seen an old video of your mama saying you might be cheap. Now some people say frugal, right? They think frugal and being on top of your money is cheap. Would you say you cheap? And what is cheap considered? What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. They been calling me cheap since I was a little kid.
Why?
Because I used to always just keep my money. You know what I mean? Like, so you got a little kid. You got a little kid that's like 15 years old, probably with like 30 bands.
Mm-hmm. That's
At
crazy.
15.
That's crazy.
But Dusty.
Yeah. But you stacking it though.
Hey, Dusty.
Stacking it though.
Like, man, hey, let me get $5.
Yeah.
Or let me get $1. You be like, man, I only got a $10 bill. I ain't breaking no $10 bill to give
breaking
you
no
$5 or $1.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just like,
With a whopping price of $0 in monthly fees, Chime will spot up to $200 between each paycheck. You won't get declined if you stay in your spot me limit. You won't pay any overdraft fees. And there's no toll-free number to call. You can sign up with your phone right now, and it only takes 2 minutes to apply. Don't wait. Act now on this not-so-limited offer.
Migrating to Hostinger is the best decision I have ever made for my business.
everything I got, I earned. Like, you know, when I turned 16, I bought my own car. Like, nothing was given to me. Nothing was given to me. My mom stopped buying me clothes in the 7th grade because her and my dad got in an argument.
Mm-hmm. She mad at you.
No, her and my dad got in an argument.
But I'm saying, did she stop buying you stuff?
No, they got an argument. My dad said, "Oh, I'm buying all 2 clothes.
Yeah.
I don't want you to buy it."
Yeah.
She's like, "All right."
Yeah.
But your dad gonna buy you clothes, so your dad send you money, things like that. I'm like, man, start buying my own stuff.
Yeah.
But I used to never buy stuff. I used to keep my money. You know, my mom, she'd buy me stuff here and there. She didn't buy you nothing. Your dad said he gonna buy this. Cool. But I always have my money. So my coach, so my coach would be like, "What's your saving that money from? Can't take it with you." Because I'll be on tournaments and my dad would give me money.
Yeah.
I was getting paid by USA Boxing. I had a little job at the airport and things like that. And I just never used to spend it on nothing. So everybody just always been calling me cheap. Cause I just always hold on to stuff.
Hey, whatever you doing, brother, is working. Keep doing it. Man, you got when you beat Spence, came home, you had a celebration for all of Nebraska, bro. 15,000 people came out. I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. Y'all getting ready to do it again tomorrow. How does that feel to be able to run that back, especially coming off the win you just had 2 weeks ago?
Oh man, I honestly believe this one's gonna be bigger than the Spence.
15?
Man, I think this is gonna be bigger than the Spence. Like the support and the amount of people that came out, like it was unreal.
Was you expecting that many back then?
Nah. That's why I said it was unreal, because it was just like, all these people here for you. Oh, bud. You know what I mean? Like, you sit there and you think, you're like, man, dude, and you think about how far you done came, and you think about like the G unit and the police officers that used to mess with you, pull you over and harass you and things like that. And they all fans of you. They cool with you now, and it's just like, man, like how your life did a complete 360 by just making different choices. Just different choices. Like I could have easily been like, man, I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing, but I was just like, man, you know what? I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna stop hanging out. I'm gonna focus on my craft and stop doing things that I was doing, you know. And God took me here, in a matter of, you know what I mean, months. just by me being humble and stand down. You know, my first call was Tim Bradley. That's what started it all. I wasn't fighting. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just chilling. You know what I mean? Training. And I got that phone call, and that was the light that sparked it all. You know, me sparring Tim Bradley, and then it's been up ever since.
What does that win mean for B&B, your three coaches? You know, Saul, Red, and Bomac. They don't get the credit that they deserve.
And Bernard.
And Bernard. Yeah, Bernard. You can't leave Bernard out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let you even try. But what does that mean for them, like saying that we did it again?
It just shows that, you know, coaches can work together without having egos. You know, you've never seen a team like that, ever. There's always been a head coach. Always. Coming from Omaha, you never hear about these type of athletes, number one athletes, and this and that and this from Omaha, Nebraska. So they don't get their recognition that they deserve. Because if they was in a bigger city, or if I had one coach that was doing the type of things that they was doing, they would have all the awards. They have all the awards. You know, if I was in a different city, if I was, you know, putting myself out there and acting crazy and got this big following, I would have had more awards than I do now. Because just the popularity back then, you know, and I felt as if, you know, I should have won the Fighter of the Year award when I beat Spence. I felt like I should have won the Fighter of the Year award when I became undisputed.
Is there a hidden talent or, you know, some conspiracy that we gonna find out later?
I'm a world famous puppeteer.
Yeah.
Because they didn't give it to me when I became undisputed, but they gave it to Lomachenko when, you know, I mean, he didn't become undisputed, but he was unified. You know, Devin had the WBC. They gave it to Usyk when he was undisputed. They gave it to Inoue when he became undisputed. But Terrence, they didn't give it to him when he became undisputed. And man, one of them rings. You know, so it was a little biasness, like I always said. So let's see. They say, oh, he fought one time, but look who I fought and look what I did to him.
That's worth 4 or 5 fights. Yeah.
What I did to Spence, none of them other fighters can compete. He was ranked number 5 in the pound for pound list. I'm beating people that's on the pound for pound list, but they say, oh, you're not fighting him. Canelo on the pound for pound list. Let's see what they do this time. They're gonna say, I fought one time.
See, that lets you know, like, fighters a little throwed off, man. You do something to them, they like elephants. They don't never forget it. He gonna remember this till he 80 years old. He gonna be talking about how he should have been, and I got my list too. Trust me. I know you can't get into what's next. You might not even know what's next. Can you at least say how you leaning? Like what you feeling?
I'm leaning.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm leaning like this. That's why my back hurt. They say I need to work on my posture. They say I need, and Julia over there, she gonna say, sit up, Terrence. Sit up. Like, sit up, Terrence. I'm chilling, man. Like, to be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, like I said, you know, everything is up in the air right now. I'm just, you know, enjoying my family, enjoying, you know, to be able to say, you know, look what I accomplished, or
Good for you,
what I'm about to
Terrence.
accomplish next.
Good for you, Terrence
So,
Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford.
Just chilling right now.